I told you there would be a moment. Well, guess what? The moment's here. The fight is coming. Let's go!
So I'm excited about that. And I know John Fury is training his son to disrupt him, basically. So
yes, Derek, there's only one way we've been training for this, and that's the knockout. People don't want to see people shadowboxing in the ring or making it look hard work. They want to see clean, solid power punches from the off, and that's what you're going to get. Power punching from the first bell. So who's got the best chin and the biggest you-know-whats? So I know my son back in both.
So this is exciting already. You know, it's a point of. I'm sorry, bro. I don't want to introduce Jake anymore. I don't want to introduce Tommy. We already know who they are. You know, Jake. What's the game plan, bro? How are you gonna stop this man you've been calling out for the last 3 years of your life? What's the plan? How are you gonna destroy him?
Yeah, look, thank you guys for all coming today. Thank you to the Kingdom of Saudi, Prince Khaled, the Ministry of Sport. I'm excited to be here. We got some legends in the building, Mike Tyson, Devin Haney, Derek Chisora, Sean Porter, the list goes on, honestly. There's too many people to name, but man, look, we've picked this guy apart. We've studied him. He makes a lot of mistakes. He's great on offense, has got a good jab, lots of combos, speed, good footwork, good movement. He's a good boxer, but he's not a great boxer, and his lack of defense and lack of head movement is going to be exposed on Sunday.
All right, let's take it over to Tommy Fury. Let's start with Tommy. Tommy, let me ask you this question, and I say it just with utmost, because it is the elephant in the room. This fight was supposed to happen, as Nakisa had talked about. This fight was supposed to happen a couple of times. It's taken 2 years to make the fight happen. There have been different restrictions. There have been different limitations. There have been reasons that this fight has not happened. Have you ever intentionally dodged Jake Paul?
Do you really think that's the case? And before I start speaking, I want to thank everybody for attending today. Thank you to everyone in Saudi Arabia for having us. We've been treated like kings so far, so thank you for that. And no, definitely not. I mean, I think people's got it twisted. I'm in boxing and having goals of being a world champion. So if I am to do that, I can't be dodging people like Jake Paul. Believe you me, the past 2 fights didn't happen because of it being out of my hands completely. The first fight, broke rib. Doctors advised me not to fight. What do you want me to do? Second fight, went to the airport with my full team, ready to go. Denied access into the USA, still ongoing. Third time's a charm, and we're here, and I'm in super fit condition. I'm ready to go and put this all to bed, because for the past 2.5 years, all it's been is, when are you fighting Jake Paul? Da-da-da-da. To even mention my name in the same sentence as that, it's disrespectful to me, who's been boxing my whole life. And I'm going to clinically knock this guy out early.
Jake, let me turn it over to you. Welcome back to the Kingdom. This is your second press conference. Welcome back. We've seen a lot online. We've seen a lot of your training. It has not been filmed by you. You've been very focused in this camp. Almost, if you allow me to say it, more focused than I have ever seen you before. And I've watched you throughout your career. I've been on the opposite side of your sword in previous fights. And this side, you know, we're taking the promotion role here, and we're delighted to have you on here. But you have taken a different approach on this fight. You've moved your camp to Dubai. You're training in the infamous Kamani gym alongside Badu Jack and a lot of the world champions there. Have you taken this fight more serious, and is this fight changing your perspective on your career?
I mean, I always take every fight seriously. You know, I've fought UFC champions. You know, Tyron Woodley was winning the UFC championship while I was on Disney Channel. So when Tommy says, you know, I've been doing this my whole life, none of that means anything. I've always trained harder. I've always trained tougher than all of my opponents, and I wanted more. I have more of a why. I have more of a purpose. You know, I'm Tommy's end goal. This is the biggest opportunity of his life. He's never been on a stage like this. He's never gotten a payday like this. He was getting paid, you know, peanuts compared to this. So really, this is what I do now. And Anderson Silva is one of the greatest strikers ever. Top 5 greatest combat strikers ever. So to go in there and outbox him, put him on the canvas, to me, this is a speed bump and a cakewalk.
Jake, in talking about that fight, the Anderson Silva fight did surprise a lot of people. It did not quiet your critics because, of course, the age came up, the MMA factor came up, but it was a very risky fight going into your fifth fight. You sat ringside, and ringside, I mean ringside, for Tommy's last fight. You were able to watch him fight in the most recent and most updated performance of his career. Did you see anything during that performance that you were a little bit hesitant about or something that could have scared you going into this fight?
No, nothing at all. Like I said, he's a good boxer. I give him that credit. He's fast. He's got length. He's strong. He got them inflatable arms. I don't even know how his arms look like that. He don't got no legs. Like, he's top heavy as shit. He looked like the Michelin Man or something. But there's nothing he can do to stop me. He doesn't have power. He couldn't knock out Daniel Bochinski. He can't knock out the taxi drivers he's been put in there with, who have a combined record of 20 wins and 250 losses. And when I say that stat, my friend came up to me and was like, yo, I thought you were joking when you said that stat. That's an actual stat. His opponents have a combined record of 20 wins and 250 losses, and the record of the opponents now is like 30 wins and 350 losses. So he's never been put in there with someone who wasn't there to lose. So on Sunday, when he's in the locker room warming up, he's going to be thinking, damn, everyone has been put in there to lose. The Warrens put me in there with scrubs, and now I have a real fight, 8 rounds. He's never been 8 rounds. And he's going to get into the deep waters and drown, and I promise that.
Tommy, your answer to that?
Well, I've got a few things. Basically, it keeps on going on and on and on about Anderson Silva and Tyrone Woodley. Tyrone Woodley was 40 years old. Anderson Silva was nearly 50, not too far off my dad's age. And he took the full distance. And everybody knows in this building who knows about boxing, MMA fighters are not boxers. We all know that. I've absolutely took apart every single MMA fighter I've ever sparred with in my entire life. They're not boxers, and this guy couldn't even deal with them. I mean, let alone what this guy is, a great striker, yeah, in MMA, not boxing, and you still went 8 rounds with him and looked like you've been through the trenches. On Sunday night, you've got a fresh, young, 23-year-old, proper, legitimate fighter who would have it inside and outside the ring. I'm not for lights, camera, action. This is in my heart, blood and soul. And you're going to feel that. Let me tell you, I'm not a 50-year-old man, and when you're in the opposite corner and you're getting hit all about the head, blue flashes, you're going to wake up and realise what boxing is. It's not to fight old men. You've got a proper fighter in here, and he's coming to take your head off.
Tyson! Gypsy King is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the WBC champion of the world, Tyson Fury.
So, John, the rumors were going around. Your son is here. He said if his little brother loses, he will move Malcolm. Is that true, or are you going to disown your favorite son?
Let me tell you, come Monday, Tyson Fury is going to be the most proud brother in the world. Because you know what? He's going to give Jake Paul a beating even Mike Tyson will be proud of.
So Jake, come Sunday, how are we going to win this fight?
Yeah, I said at the beginning. Look, people are going to see, they could talk about all these things, MMA fighters, but you put Anderson Silva in there with Tommy Fury, and Anderson Silva knocks him out. You think that Mike Tyson, I think we're how old, 58. You think that Mike Tyson couldn't beat Tommy Fury's ass right now? You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. And so, the age thing is that's what people are hung up on, and that's why I'm so excited for this fight, is because now I can finally silence the critics who have said fight a professional boxer, fight someone your age. I agree, I haven't proven that, but this is why this fight's so big. This is why I'm so excited, and this is why I've given this guy multiple chances on chances and paid him so much money to finally show up, and it really seemed like the only time he wanted to get into the ring is when I increased the amount of money. And so thankfully he's here now, and he keeps on saying it's a easy fight. He says it's going to be, knocking me out, starch me, all of these things. He comes from the bloodline. He's been doing it his whole entire life. I just want to know, Tommy, do you think this is going to be an easy fight?
Where are you? Because I want to look you in the eyes when I say this. Where are you? I can't see you. Look at me in the eyes. You're getting put to sleep inside 4 rounds. Let me tell you, I'm not an old man here. I'm a fresh young fighter. I want to put you away. You had 2 very lucky escapes of this fight. You should have took the escapes. You should not be sitting here right now because this is bad for you. You've blown your ticket. You should have stuck to making easy money fighting old men, celebrities. I'm coming to take your head off.
Great. So, John, I think we make a deal then, since you're so confident. I think we make a deal. If you win, I'll pay you double what I'm paying you already. But if I win, I take everything that I'm paying you.
Delicious.
Deal or no deal, since you're so confident. Deal or no deal, since you're so confident.
Take it.
Deal or no deal?
Take it. Take it.
Deal or no deal? I want to shake on it.
Why are you going to stand up like you want to do something? Sit back down.
I just want to shake your
Sit
hand.
back down. Sit back down.
Answer the question. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Answer the question.
What are you going to do? You've dealt. You've got a deal. All or nothing. All or nothing.
I'll put you away inside the first round.
Let's sign the contract. It's over. You heard that, ladies and gentlemen. It's a deal. It's a deal.
Just to confirm, can we have this in writing, please, as well? Because you know what? Thank you, Jake. You're making our night and stay even better. Where are you in Saudi Arabia?
My lawyers actually already have the contract ready. Marcos, can you grab that?
You've got it.
And you know what's funny, Tommy, is that your dad agreed to the deal before you. Your dad.
Listen.
Is more confident than you.
Listen,
You realize that they can't be in the ring with you.
look into your
You realize that
tell
Tyson
you
can't
are.
be in the ring with you.
To fight and
You need your dad to hold your hand the whole entire time. When your dad just said deal, you were like, hey,
guess what? You know the funniest,
why'd you do that, Dad?
the funniest thing about all this, yeah? When I come face to face,
You can't hold your hand in the ring.
I threw half a
You
feint.
can't hold your hand in the ring.
And he reacted. I threw a little feint and he reacted. I said,
Give me the money.
and I give me the money.
Give me the money.
There's a Leopold. Yeah.
Who is that?
Can I say one thing? Can I say one thing and I'll wrap this all up? If Jake Paul beats Tommy Fury don't deserve paying.
Amen.
So, we're going to fight. Where's that paper? I definitely want this on paper.
I told you there would be a moment. Well, guess what? The moment's here. The fight is coming. Let's go!